Is my screen visible and my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Very good to listen, but not in this class, right? Let us start the class. Online Advanced Java class, JDBC, session number 5. Session number 5. You can download the notes, please. Okay, you can download the notes. Observe here. And you can log in. Okay, you can log into Ashok IT. You should first register and log into Ashok IT, and you will have course details, and you can download the notes. 4 days JDBC notes. 4 days JDBC notes I uploaded. Out of those 4 days, first day is a demo class and remaining 3 sessions. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 4 days notes I uploaded. Okay, you can go through that, and I strongly recommend you to copy it. Okay, so to copy the notes. Fine. Very good. So now let us start today's story. Is this font size sufficient, or further I have to increase?
Okay,
Speak
sir.
out. It is okay?
Sufficient.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Very good. Because some more people will come. Okay, and let us discuss this story.
24 is enough, I think so, like compared to 26.
24 also enough.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now it is okay. But those who are watching through mobile, they may feel font size to be bigger.
Yes, sir. But laptop also is okay, sir.
Okay. Right. No issues, sir. So now explain about getConnection method of DriverManager. Sir, this is not today's original intention, but some idea. Explain about getConnection. Fine. getConnection is a JDBC API method. API method means library method. First, remember, it is a library method. It belongs to java.sql.DriverManager class. getConnection method is a library method, means predefined method. This method belongs to which class? DriverManager class. Whenever we talk about a class name, I mention about package name. Java.sql is a package. But it may be too much for you, but one technical point I will tell you, try to digest. Qualified name of the class. Qualified name. Driver manager is the name of the class. You know what is the meaning of fully qualified name? In the interview, if anybody asks you, what is a fully qualified name of a class? Fully qualified name of a class means package name dot class name. Quarter qualified, half qualified will not be there. Unqualified. Unqualified name of the class. Unqualified name means without package name. Only mentioning the class name is called unqualified name of the class. Always a very good developer should be knowing the class belongs to which package. And the method belongs to which class like. Let us come back. We are talking now about getConnection method. GetConnection method is a library method. It belongs to DriverManager class. It is a static method. It is a static method. If it is a static method, you can call it with class name dot now. DriverManager dot getConnection. If it is instance method, you have to create the object of DriverManager class, then call the method. No, not required. GetConnection is a static method. Because it is a static method, class name dot. That is the story, please. This method takes three string arguments. This method takes three string arguments. Number one, DB URL means database URL. Database URL. It is also known as connection string. This method takes three arguments. First argument is the connection string. Connection string is nothing but address of the database server. Address of the database server. Very good. So that is called a database URL. Second name, username. Second argument. Third argument is password. That's it. Fine. This method throws java.sql.sql exception. If anything goes wrong while establishing connection with the database server. So getConnection method, when called in the program, internally something will happen. But while establishing the connection, if the port number wrong, IP address wrong, username wrong, password wrong, if anything goes wrong, okay. So once getConnection method is called in the background, connection with the database server will be tried to connect. But for some reasons, if connection could not be established, either URL address wrong, username wrong, or password wrong, for any of the reasons, okay, if anything goes wrong, it raises SQL exception. So that is the reason why for public static void main, to escape exception handling, we write this SQL exception. If you already know exception handling, okay, but you are just, you have started learning core Java, you may not know exception handling. Yeah, sorry. So, this method is a factory method. Factory method. What is a factory? So please observe how we were calling yesterday. Connection is equal to driver manager dot get connection. Internally, get connection method somehow gets the connection with the database server and returns the connection object to the program. A method that produces an object and returns the reference of that object is known as a factory method. Okay? You learnt in core Java object creation, employee is equal to new employee. So this is the basic style of creating an object. But don't wrongly think this is the only way to create the object in Java. Inside a method also, an object can be created. What is a factory method? What does generally a mechanical factory do? It produces products, items, manufacturing. Factory method produces objects. So why get connection method is called factory method? Why? Reason is it produces connection object. It gives the program connection object. A method that returns the reference of an object is called as a factory method. Okay. So these many things, please. Yesterday we were doing connection application. Once again, let me try to do it. Import java.sql.star. Class connection application. Very good. So now what I will do is I try to create the connection. Is equal to driver manager dot get connection. It takes 3 string arguments I told you. Second argument is username. Database administrator given which name, that name we have to use. Password also database administrators decide, not Java programmers decide. Remember that point. First argument is connection string. This is called database address URL. JDBC colon MySQL colon localhost colon 6. So please remember, this is a bit technical concept. Some of you may not digest it, but I strongly recommend to listen carefully. It is a Java program, JDBC client.
ఓవెల్ సౌండ్ అనేది కన్సోనెంట్ సౌండ్ అనేది ఏంటనేది ఆల్రెడీ డిస్కస్ చేసాం. సో ఓవెల్ సౌండ్ వచ్చినప్పుడు మాత్రమే మనం దాని ముందు ఆయన రాయాలి. మనకి ఇబ్బంది లేదు. మనం ప్రెస్ చేసుకున్నట్టు యాక్ట్ యూ అనేది
Okay. So this is JDBC client. Client is not the computer. Client is not the computer, mind you. It is a program or software. This is running in which computer? That computer is known as client machine. Client machine. Always Java program will be running in one machine. Database server will be running in another machine. Never ever in real time. Okay, database server and Java program will be running in the same machine. This is server machine. In this server machine, database running. Please try to understand. This is server. Whatever cylinder I am drawing, assume that it is the database server. Okay, fine. Very good. Now, who should connect to whom? Client should connect to the server. Sorry, client cannot connect to the server without knowing the IP address of the computer. What is IP address? Don't try to expect in advanced Java class. Contact Google search or you should have studied academically. Okay, very good. Once upon a time when we were teaching 4 months of advanced Java, we were explaining what IP address also. But now it is time does not permit that. I am a doctorate in computer science. I know better than anybody about this networking. But let us not discuss that. Now. Actually, I have taken 4 classes already. Today is the 5th class. After the class is over, you are requested to give the feedback. So you received a link. Don't do that now. After the class, anytime you are free, you are highly recommended to give feedback. If you click on that, you will get a form like whatever queries, questions are asked, you try to answer them. Okay, your feedback will help us to serve you better, natural. No? Okay, I think you have some notes issues. Today onwards, notes sharing also not a problem. Okay, already first 4 days notes I shared. Today also after the class I will be sharing. Please don't forget to give the feedback. Over. Now, Because Java and database communication is a client-server architecture, client to connect to the server, client should know IP address of the computer. But observe, in this scenario, in my laptop, Java program is running in the same machine. Database server also running in the same machine. Whenever client and server are running in the same machine, we give the term localhost. But in real-time scenario, Java code will be running in one machine, database server will be running in another machine. In such scenarios, they will give here IP address of the database server machine. Okay. So JDBC is the main protocol. MySQL is the sub protocol. Protocol is nothing but a set of communication rules. Client and server communication sake, a set of rules are developed that known as protocol. In this database server address, JDBC is the main protocol. MySQL is the sub protocol. Localhost means IP address of the computer where database server is running. Localhost means same machine. It means Java program is running in which machine? Database server also running in the same machine. That's why we call it as localhost. Then what is this 3306? It is called port number. Every server will run at some port number. If you permit me, I will explain for 2-3 minutes. Beautiful explanation for port. Like, listen. One person wants to book a railway ticket. Not online booking, manually wants to go to railway station and book a ticket. Very good. Tell me, first this person should know what? Address of the railway station. No? Very good. Railway station address that fellow knows and reached the railway station. So, similar to JDBC client knows the IP address of the computer, so reach to the server machine. It means control went up to railway station only. But ticket will not be issued. Na? So, this customer reached the railway station because he knows the address of the railway station. Here railway station is the server machine, address is nothing but IP address. After reaching the railway station, ticket will not be booked. Na? So what are there? Counter numbers will be there. Na? One counter for ladies reservation, one counter for senior citizens, one counter for credit card, debit card holders, one counter general counter. Each counter number is nothing but the port number. Port. So now tell me, what should the customer know to book a ticket manually? Railway station address. That is comparison IP address. Not technical comparison. Foolishly don't think IP address and railway station address same. Only understanding sake I am explaining. Analogy. And counter number is nothing but port. A client cannot connect to the server without knowing two things. One is known as IP address of the computer where the server is running. Second thing is port. What is a port? a unique number. A unique number. Every server is associated with a unique number. MySQL is linked to 3306 port number. That's all, please. GetConnection method first argument is database address. JDBC is the main protocol. MySQL is the sub protocol. Localhost is nothing but IP address of the computer where the database server is running. Because in my case, my Java program database server running in the same machine, I have given localhost. Because MySQL runs on this particular counter number, therefore I have given. If it is Oracle, it is 1521 port number. Over. This is the username and this is the password. Exactly in 1 minute, let me repeat what is getConnection. GetConnection is a library method of JDBC API. Belongs to DriverManager class. It is a static method. Its duty is providing the connection to the JDBC client. Okay, so this method provides database connection to a JDBC client. It provides what? It provides connection to the Java program. That's all. That's all. Please remember, getConnection method, after providing the connection, its role is over. It does not participate in CRUD operations. DriverManager or getConnection role is limited to providing the connection only. Once it provides the connection to the Java program, its role ends for that client. Okay, please don't forget that point. Okay, so that is about getConnection method, please. Over. Now what I will do, I will try to compile and run this program. Yesterday, I did not tell that intentionally. Okay, so now some problems will be there. I will show you what are the problems. Now let me compile and run this. Yeah, let me compile this program, connection application. We have to handle the exceptions. I am not handling the exception here. I am escaping from exceptions. This is not exception handling, escaping from exception handling. Those who don't know exception handling, don't worry about this. By heart 2 words. Throws all small letters, SQL exception, 4 capital letters, no space. Only that much, that's all. So now let me compile again and run this. Yeah, compilation successful. Java space connection. What happened? Could not. Okay. So Java, it is saying, I don't know where the class is. It is unable to recognize the class. That is the problem. Set. So it is saying, sir, these are technical things. Unless unnecessarily you will get bored and you will log out also. Current generation students don't want to learn concepts in depth. Outer only. Okay, that is why some people will log out. Okay, Java connection application. First of all, Java command is given to whom? Given to operating system. Java command is never given to the JVM. Java command is given to the OS. What does the operating system do? It calls the JVM. That's all. Java command is meant for invoking the JVM, calling the JVM only. But command is not given to the JVM. Command is given to the operating system. Operating system calls the JVM. Now what does the JVM do? You know what JVM does now? Connection application dot class file, it loads from hard disk into RAM. Now tell me, as soon as this command is executed, what does the JVM do first? JVM's duty loading this class from current working directory into RAM. But now JVM is crying. JVM is crying. I don't know connection application. That's why it is raising class not found exception. You know why? Reason is, how can JVM know where this class file is there? We have to set the class path. Set class path equal to dot. That's all. That's all. Observe. Dot means current working directory. Hello JVM. Connection application dot class file, where you know? It is in the current working directory. From there you check. Now observe. Earlier crying gone. Earlier crying gone. The moment I put dot, okay, class not found, that is gone. You know what error again came now? Java.sql.sql exception, no suitable driver. Please remember, without installing driver software into client machine, you cannot run the JDBC program. Yesterday I did not tell. Why? Because let us concentrate on CRUD operations. That's why I did not highlight. But I cannot deceive you those many days now. At least one day I should tell you, this is the day. That's it. So now tell me, when I am running the program, what is happening? No suitable driver found. Line number 6. Main method is calling getConnection method. Unfortunately, driver software missing. That's why connection is unable to be established. GetConnection method throws SQL exception the moment driver is not available. So what you have to do is, whenever you want to connect to MySQL server, first thing you have to do is, you have to download MySQL connector. This is the driver. In Google, you have to type. Okay. So first of all, in your computer, you have to download. In Google search, you can say MySQL connector for download. Like that you type, automatically that jar file will come. In Windows environment, we call it as WinZip file. Na? In Java environment, zip file is called as jar file. So what I did was, from Google search, I typed MySQL connector for download, and I downloaded this. Now tell me, where is it? In D drive, I copied this jar file. Now you know what you have to do. You have to set the class path. Now we have to set the class path for that driver. Observe, set class path equal to dot semicolon. Dot means current working directory also you have to keep in class path. Now that driver, MySQL driver, observe, I did not type all this sincerely. You know what I did? D drive slash tab I pressed. The moment I press tab, I got that thing, please. Please observe. In core Java, you should know what is class path. In advanced Java, I should not waste my time explaining what is class path. But one time teaching, that's why I'm wasting my time and your time also. What is class path? It is an environment variable. Who will use this variable? Java compiler and JVM. Class path is an environment variable used by the Java compiler and JVM to locate class files. That's it. Okay. Now, in this class path, I made two entries. Observe, one entry, current working directory, semicolon, one more entry, driver software location I mentioned. That's all. So dot means from the current working directory, our class name, my main method class name can be loaded. And from here, driver software is made available. Now, let me run this program now. Java connection application. See, connected. Sir, please remember. Okay. Next question. How to make JDBC driver available to the JDBC client? Please remember, without making JDBC driver available to the Java program, you cannot run. Step 1, download the driver. For each DBMS, different driver will be there, please. Driver software is different for different DBMS products. If it is Oracle, different. If it is MySQL, different. You can Google search and find. You use Google, YouTube, and Facebook and Instagram. 1% of that time on even WhatsApp also. You spend 2 to 3 hours of that, you spend that time for learning. You will definitely become a software engineer, mother promise. But you people don't do it. That is age problem and generation problem. Okay. So download the driver. Okay. Say, for example, okay, MySQL connector for which DBMS software? For MySQL DBMS. Okay. But after that, set the class path. In my Eclipse, I will show how to configure driver in Eclipse. When I show you now, just like that, it is a few seconds time. Set class path. That's all. 2 steps you have to do, please. First, download the driver. After downloading, you have to set the class path. How to set the class path? Okay, already I have given the command now. That command only I will copy paste. Okay. If you are using IDE, this command not required, but we have to somehow configure it. I will show you configuration at the end of JDBC. After the last session of JDBC, I will show you how to make use of Eclipse how to configure the driver in Eclipse. Eclipse is not great. Please remember. Okay, learning the concepts great. ID is cheap in my view. It's not great. Okay, that's all. Now, let me just mention over. Na? That's all. That's all. So the other day I did not explain this. Exactly 1 minute I repeat. Let us go further. GetConnection method takes 3 arguments. First argument is database server URL, username, password. But this method throws SQL exception, either server address wrong, username wrong, password wrong. One more reason also it will raise the exception. Client side suitable driver should be present. Which is the suitable driver? You are connecting to MySQL, then SQL connector is the driver. So that's all about setting the class path down, right? Over. Next story, explain about execute update method. Okay. Next question is, very good. Explain about execute update method. Dear students, once again I remind you, please download MySQL DBMS software and then install plus driver also download. Okay, and keep in somewhere and set the class path. Okay, then execute the program, manually execute. Use notepad and execute. Don't use IDE. Don't use IDE. Once you master JDBC with notepad, then we will be using IDE. Okay, please remember. So some working professionals say, without IDE, Java program will be. After getting the job, you are using my boss. Okay, you will not get the job if you don't execute the program, if you don't type the program without notepad. Please believe me, believe me. With 26 years of experience, I am saying. No fool in the industry develops Java code without IDE. But learner should not use IDE immediately. First learn JDBC through Notepad. Set the class path. From the command prompt execute. Once you are comfortable, you feel that you learned JDBC, all the programs execute through your IDE, Eclipse or IntelliJ, which you are comfortable. That is my suggestion, remaining your decision. That's all. But definitely I will develop one application and show you with Eclipse. Yeah. Explain about execute update method. Explain about execute update method. Execute update is a JDBC API method. Means library method. It belongs to java.sql.statement interface. Statement is not a class, it is an interface. If you already know about interfaces in core Java, okay. If you don't know, you will learn, but don't ask me what is interface because it is not a core Java class. That's all, over. So it belongs to java.sql.statement. But I escape like this. This method belongs to which object? Statement object. Statement fully qualified name means package name dot interface name. Sir, interface object cannot be created now. 90% of Java objects are interface objects only in real-time projects. Objects are interface objects only. No, sir, in core Java class, we learned that object of interface cannot be created. Yes, cannot be created. What is the meaning of interface object means? Reference is interface type. Object is its implementation class type. Okay, so when you learn interfaces concept in core Java, you will be enjoying this. But as of now, leave it and don't get confused. Don't ask me as a doubt also regarding interfaces. Once again, execute update method belongs to which object? Statement object. What is the purpose of this method? This method is used to submit, insert, update, delete SQL statements from the JDBC client to the DBMS. Tell me what is the purpose of this method? Whenever Java program wants to insert a record into the table, update the records in the table, delete the records of the table, you have to use which method? Execute update. That's it. This method returns an integer. This number represents the number of records affected in the database as a result of that submitted SQL statement. So what is the meaning is, using execute update method from the Java program, you submitted an SQL statement. Okay. Once you submitted that SQL statement, some records, number of records will be affected. 2 records affected, or 1 record affected, or 0 records affected. How many records are affected? That number this method will return. That's it. So this integer represents the number of records affected. So from the Java program, when an SQL statement is submitted using execute update method, how many records are affected in the database? This method will return the number. It will not return data. It will return only the number. That's it. So this method throws SQL exception if anything goes wrong. Please remember, what something goes wrong? SQL syntax is wrong. Table is not found. Column name you have given wrong. So anything goes wrong, this method throws SQL exception. Okay. So I told you 5 points about this method. It is a library method. belongs to statement object. Purpose is to send insert, delete, update statement to the DBMS. It returns integer, one number it will return. What does that number represent? How many records affected in the database as a result of that SQL statement's submission. That's all. In the query, some problem is there. Table name wrong, column names wrong, something went abnormal. This method throws SQL exception. That's all. These three things, just conceptually, yesterday only we should have known that. Okay, that's all. Now let us move on to programming now. Okay. Sir, this class will run up to 9:15. 9:15. I teach up to 9:15 generally. Here and there, 5 minutes difference. But you are attending the class, but why you log out early? Now 153 students watching this class. But by 9, 100 people only. It's not good. Learning, quarter learning, half learning. Why? If you want to learn, learn full 100%. And another problem is you feel that a batch free, therefore you neglect. It is another foolish thing. Okay. So if you attend completely, you can master the subject. Okay. Up to you, of course. Your majors, you have freedom, but be serious. You will not know about industry. Getting the job is not that easy, please. Okay. One single point also from any faculty, you should not miss. If that seriousness is not there, it is a joke that you will get a job. Fine. And one more point I want to tell you. Tomorrow, no class. Saturday. Generally, Saturday, I don't take the class. Okay. Again, Monday, we will meet. Don't think class is over now. Just information I am giving. Okay. So let us move on to another program. See, this explanation, connection closing, only 50% I told. If I explain with the program this, you will enjoy beautifully. Core Java concept you will enjoy. Garbage collection and database concept. So many concepts you will learn. Maybe today I can explain or Monday I may explain this question. But don't miss the concepts. Okay, good. Yeah. So now the question is JDBC program to implement an interactive deposit service. Interactive deposit service. What is interactive deposit service? Simple. Once we run this program, our program should ask the user, enter the account number. Our program should ask the user, enter the account number. Assume user entered the account number. Our program should ask the user, enter the depositing amount. How much amount you want to deposit? Say assume 20,000. Then what output should come? Okay. Amount deposited successfully. That's it. Or another possibility, account does not exist because you might have entered wrong account number. See, try to understand the question. JDBC program to implement an interactive deposit means our program should ask the user, enter the account number, enter the depositing amount. There are two possibilities, two output possibilities. With that number, if the account is there, amount deposited successfully message should come. Assume account number is wrong, account does not exist message should come. So this is the question, please. I tried to explain the question only till now. Let us go for program. Okay, very good. Save as. Deposit application dot Java. File name I have given as deposit application. First step, establish the connection. What is the second step? Create the statement object. Connection dot create statement. Now, so that JDBC programming model. Steps remember. First step, establish the connection. Second step, create the statement object. Third step, what to do? Submit the query. How? Statement dot, what is the method? Execute update. Sorry. Here, what is the query? What is the query? Update. Depositing means update. Na? Update which table? Account table. Which column? Set balance is equal to balance plus, say, 500, where account number is equal to like this. Assume like. But sorry, in 500 place, user entered amount you have to retrieve from the keyboard. Account number place you have to read. So therefore, for this program, standalone program now. So Java dot util dot scanner, reading the data from the keyboard. Okay, so let us create scanner object. Scanner is equal to new scanner. Okay, don't ask me any questions on scanner. I am just using it. Contact core Java class. System dot out dot print. Enter the account number. I am asking the user to enter the account number. Okay, int ACCNO is equal to scanner dot next int. So how to read data from the keyboard in a Java program? Maybe a number of ways, but one of the ways is scanner. Okay, if you don't know this, contact core Java class or by heart this code. Over. Next story, system dot out dot println. Enter the depositing amount. Enter the depositing amount. Finished. Double D amount, depositing amount is equal to, what is the method? Scanner dot next double. So this is the way to read the data from the keyboard. Over. Exactly what should we do here? Update account, set balance is equal to balance plus. At this place, what you should write? So this is important, please. Balance plus you have to write that depositing amount. Na? What is that? D amount. Where account number is equal to ACCNO. Finished. Sir, this is, you should know SQL and you should know core Java for this. Okay. So amount is there in the variable. You are adding that. So SQL you have to know for this. Finished. Line number 14. Line number 14. Main method is calling execute update method on the statement object. Who will receive this method call? Driver will receive the method call. Translates the method call into SQL. SQL statement is submitted to the DBMS. And how many records will be affected? Only one. Int some R. Observe. If RE equal to 0, system dot out dot println account does not exist. Very important new thing you are learning here. Assume with that number no account is there. With that number, if no account is there, how many records will be modified? 0 record. RE holds 0 means no record is affected, means account does not exist. Like that. Else system dot out dot println, okay, amount deposited successfully. Amount deposited successfully. Over. My CRUD operation is over. Don't forget to close the statement. Don't forget to close the connection. Don't forget to close the connection. So this is the story, please. Okay. Now let us see. Select star from account. Yeah. See, these are the accounts already there in the database. Now let me execute and run the program. Java C depositing application.java. Enter the account number 101. Enter the depositing amount. See, cursor blinking in the next line does not look nice. Does not look nice. That is why I will say print only actually. Very good. Say 5,000 of no database selected. Observe here in the connection string, we did not select the database. What is that? HDFCDB. Observe in the connection string, what is the problem? Okay. If anything goes wrong, it will give the exception. Enter the account number 101. Enter the depositing amount, say 4,000. Account does not exist. Already we observed because with that number account is not there. Okay, once again let me run. Enter the account number. Depositing amount, say 5,000. Amount deposited successfully. So let me run the query like observe 10,001 account number, balance has become 56,000 rupees. It means this program is running. How do you understand with zero comparison? If you know conceptually what does execute update do? Okay, with that account number, if nobody is there, how many records are affected in the database? 0 records. That 0 is returned by the DBMS to the driver to the execute update to the program. So RE holds 0. It means account not there. So that is conceptual knowledge converting into programmatical code. That is the way, please. Okay, fine. Please don't miss next class on Monday. No class tomorrow. Please give the feedback. Today, my teaching is over. My teaching is over for today. you can ask the doubts. Yes, please, you can ask the doubts. Yes, please.
Hi, sir. This is Manas. Not with respect to anything about your explanation.
Yes,
Can you share notes because I have joined 5 minutes late?
yes, sir. I'm sharing. Just I'm sharing, sir. Definitely, I'll be sharing.
Not this one, sir. Yesterday's class.
Yeah, total classes I will share, sir. 100%.
Okay,
You
thank you.
have Ashok IT. You have to register with Ashok IT, sir. You will be
Yes, sir.
getting the notes, please.
Okay,
Sure,
thank you, sir.
sure. Yeah. Any questions?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, sir. Sir, actually, can you provide backup videos starting finalizing?
Sir, for backup videos, you have to contact Ashok ID admin, sir. Please contact there. They will tell you, they will guide you how you will get it.
Okay, sir.
Definitely available because I am doing recording of my every class. Till now, I
Okay,
have
sir.
taken 4 classes before this in this batch. This is the 5th
Okay.
class. Previous 4 videos available with Ashok IT, please. You contact them,
Okay.
you will get it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And somebody is asking me, sir, can we put SQL jar file inside JDK? And no, don't do it. It is not good thing. No. Yeah.
Hi, sir. Saurabh this
Yes.
side.
Yes, sir. Please ask me your doubt, sir.
Can you add a select statements at the program to show the total balance after adding that amount in back fund?
Uh-huh.
Am I audible?
No, a bit louder. You mean to say,
Uh,
assume you went to account, you went to ATM, okay,
yeah,
and you have withdrawn amount.
yeah.
And it will ask you, do you want me display balance separately? It will ask you another transaction, or in this transaction only it will give you the total balance.
Yeah, only in this transaction. Like once
No,
you
no, no,
deposited the
no.
amount.
It will ask you. No, you try to recollect once again. It will ask you,
Okay.
should we display the amount? It will ask. ATM center.
Uh, okay, that too we can do, but like when we make any transaction or if any money is deducted or transferred to our
Whatever
bank,
it is,
only
sir.
on mobile
Whatever it
phone we
is.
receive that.
No, sir. Just leave it. Leave it. Okay. Any time within one transaction, they will not give. Again, you have to ask for display balance. If you press enter, then they will show the balance. Because with two database interactions only, you will get the display balance. You understand the point?
Okay.
So
That's it.
here also, we are learning only DML operation. How to retrieve the data is the next class story. After learning how to retrieve the data from the database, then we can display the balance also, sir. Got the point?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's it. That's all.
So, sir,
Yeah.
that JDBC API is an interface in SQL package or it is like a concept?
Statement is an interface in java.sql package.
What about JDBC API, sir?
Part of API. First,
Like,
your question is core Java. What is API? Your question is seems to be advanced Java doubt, but your question sounds that you are asking core Java doubt. What is API? API is nothing but a set of library classes, interfaces bundled into a package. Yes, sir?
that JDBC API also included in Java API or it is
No. Actually, JDBC API name separate. I already told you, once we install JDK, java.sql package is part of JDK. Thank God. Like
yes, sir. What
that's
about JDBC API, sir? Where is it is included?
you need not do anything in JDK only. It is available.
In JDK, not in API, Java API.
Sir, you installed Java development kit.
Yes, sir.
Java.lang package installed into your computer. Java.sql package also installed into your computer.
Yes.
That's all. You need not do any other things, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And that driver jar file, driver software sec, we are downloading and setting the class paths.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, sir. Somebody is asking, Sheikh Abdul, may I know what are the subjects will you teach in Ashok IT except advanced Java? Sir, you have to contact Ashok IT, please. I teach core Java also. I teach data structures and algorithms also. Okay, when they schedule and all, you have to contact Ashok IT, please. Yeah, any doubts, please, from the students?
Yes, sir. Maybe I'm too late to ask this question.
No problem.
Is
No
this
problem.
okay? Thank you. Is this class just only JDBC, or you cover another JEE concept
This
just like?
batch, sir, this batch covers JDBC servlets. Servlets topic also, web application development, online application development is the intention of this batch, please. I teach servlets also, a bit of JSP with MVC architecture, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Got the point, sir?
Good evening, sir.
Yes,
This
yes,
is
thanks.
Srikant.
Okay. Yeah,
Sir,
100%.
sorry to ask this, please don't scold me because
No,
I'm
sir, I will
asking
not scold. No.
because one core Java related doubt only, sir. But because why I am asking you is I feel you are the right person to answer me because different people are telling differently. Very fundamental question. If anyone asks us like what is the size of the Boolean data type, different people are telling differently. Can you please
Sir,
clarify
there is a problem, sir. Actually, it is undefined is the answer, sir. Reason I will tell you.
Okay.
Boolean true means 1 in the computer, 1 bit actually.
Yes,
right?
sir. 1 bit.
1 bit cannot be represented in memory individually, sir. Only byte can be represented.
Right, sir.
That is the reason why saying 1 byte also wrong. 1 bit also cannot be correct because 1 bit individually cannot be represented, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So that is the reason why people say undefined.
Oh, okay. So in any interviews and all, we should say undefined.
Undefined. Reason also same thing.
The reason also I understood now the reason is, sir, why it is undefined means both are incorrect. That is why we cannot tell.
Exactly.
That's what you are saying, right, sir?
Exactly. Your doubt cleared? Cleared?
Yes, sir. 100%, sir. I'm completely convinced. Okay. It's not just about clearing the doubt, no, sir. We should convince, no.
Naturally.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If we cannot convince ourselves, how can we convince that interviewer?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, please. Any other doubt?
Sir, one question that some topic I heard about.
Please introduce your name and then ask the question, please.
Sir, Santosh this side. Sir, there is one topic called filter. It is also part of our this course, sir, in JDBC Advanced Java.
Servlet filters.
Yes.
Sir, once upon a time, I have taken filters concept for 1 week earlier, but now currently in servlets, filter concept is not covered, sir, because direct usage of servlets not there in the industry now. It has gone to the background. So that is why filter concept not covered in this batch. Reason is 1 month limitation is the problem. I handled advanced Java for 500 batches, 4 months every time. That is the reason why I used to cover filter concept for 1 week in every servlets topic. But here time limitation, but don't worry, we are reducing the concept, not required for you to get the job, not required to do the project also, right?
Yes.
That's all.
But this filter concept will be coming in a Spring Boot also, right?
You have to learn, sir. On your own, you have to learn, sir. That's all. But the problem is, that's what the thing, sir. Actually, any computer science course, we give guidance, sir, not we teach. You people feel in India, We are teaching. No, we are guiding. On that, you have to further enhance. That is a problem, actually. For example, security design pattern, without filter, how can we implement? If every request is intercepted by a filter, then only we can apply that security filter to all the components, no, sir?
Yes, sir. Pre and post login. Yeah.
I understand. But see, that is the problem. Yeah, somebody has typed the question. 90% of objects are from interfaces and 10 remaining from classes are created. Sir, generally, exactly 91% like this, 9% not like that. Coding to interfaces is superior to coding to classes. This is the statement, please. If you learn core Java properly and completely, there is a slogan. Coding to interfaces is superior to coding to classes. So, interface object technically cannot be created. Only reference of interface created. But in the background, it's a child class object created. Because parent reference can point to child object, it is allowed. Direct class instantiation 10% only, because most of the classes are implementation classes of interfaces. One day, some of the classes I will allot for this statement. Definitely, I will explain this elaborately later. Thank you. Any question asking orally, please? Any students? Doubt?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, please. Introduce yourself and ask the question.
This is Raghav Ganguly.
Yeah.
My question is that driver manager gives Sun Microsystem as a class. Why?
Class.
But
Exactly.
other things it gives as a interface.
Exactly. Very good question, but I'm sorry I have to explain a lot. How many brands of drivers are there in the market? For every DBMS vendor is giving own driver software, sir. Okay. If a statement is given as a class, whenever driver changes, our Java code also required to be changed. JDBC interfaces make our JDBC programs driver independent. Sir, are you able to follow what I'm explaining, or it is bouncing?
Yes, sir.
That's why interfaces concept we have to learn. For example, statement you are using, right? Statement
Yes,
is interface or class?
Interface.
But if it is a class, when you change the driver vendor, your code also will be changed. Because it is an interface, any driver you use in the background objects will change, foreground interface remains the same. But why they have given driver manager as a class, they don't want to allow different manufacturers give the way you get the connection differently. They don't want to allow. Entire statement, prepared statement callable. CRUD operations, they want to give independent of the driver vendor, but the way you connect, they want to dictate in a unique way. That's why they have given driver manager as a class. Sir, unless you mastered interfaces concept in core Java, this explanation you might not have enjoyed. At least you got some doubt cleared or still doubt?
Yes, sir. Clear. Thank you.
Tell me why interface concept they have given?
Sir, interface is based on the requirements for a company. They provide some at the basis of requirement. They design the interface.
No, sir. Actually, interfacing with people means interacting with people. Whenever you want to utilize anybody's services, through loose coupling, you have to utilize. interfaces will not attach you to the vendor. Vendor independency, driver manufacturer sake we are using. Okay, sir. You understood, na? Driver manager to bring uniformity, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
One beautiful question asked here, somebody. Sir, you are not loading the driver using for name method in Java. How load the driver? Yeah. Once upon a time, class.forName we were writing. But now from JDBC 4 version, if you keep the driver jar file in class path, driver will be automatically loaded. You need not write class.forName. So this person asking this doubt because he already learned JDBC and remembered in their academics or some other institute like. So class.forName not required now. Okay, earlier to JDBC 4 version, unless you say class.forName, driver was not getting loaded. But latest story is if you keep driver jar file in the class path, automatically driver will be loaded. You need not load it with for name. Those who asked the question understood, message it.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah, yes, please. Any more questions? Any more questions?
Sir, this is Raghav again.
Yeah.
Could you please share any program for practice purpose?
Sir, we don't have that much time. Slowly, once concept clearing is over on entire JDBC, I will try, sir. Every day giving and preparing time may not permit me, but I will try as far as possible. Okay.
Okay,
Right.
sir.
Right. Any more questions from anybody?
Sir, we create a reference variable for the interface. For that reference variable, we call the method. Like that, how it internally invoked method, sir? How it will.
So this is a core Java question, please. I cannot answer and don't want to answer also. So why the driver manager is a class did not get, sir? No, sir. Actually, they have given like that JDBC programming model. JDBC programming model. They say ask the driver manager to create the connection. That's all. Those who are asking about interface without knowledge of interface asking the question. That is why my answer you are unable to understand. So in JDBC, you have to use a driver manager only. JDBC technology creators said that. Therefore, we have to follow. No more questions on that. Or learn interfaces perfectly in core Java, then you will understand. That's all, sir. Answer is over for this question. Somebody is asking when you start core Java batch. Contact Ashok IT, please. I already told you. Somebody is asking when will this course be completed? Sir, 1 month. 1 month course it is. Exactly 1 month, please. It started on 21st of this month, last Monday. Exactly 1 month it will be completed.
Sir, this is Rukhsar Khan. Sir, is there any type of this driver manager? Is there any types of driver manager?
No. Driver manager types will not be there. Types of drivers will be there. Type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. 15 years ago, for 10 years, we tagged 4 types of drivers. Now that discussion is time waste, outdated. We are using all type 4 drivers. Somebody asking, sir, can you show the code of the last program? Yeah, definitely I will show, sir. Anyhow, I will share that notes, but again, we'll show. Yes, please. Anybody looking into the question you want to ask, you can ask the doubts. No problem. I will share these notes, please. Any more questions? That's all. Thank you.